for 2 years and 2 months until I was finally acquitted by a jury of my peers, after evidence that was hidden for 2 years and 2 months came to light at trial that proved my innocence. It took the jury less than 15 minutes to acquit me. Now, that being said, some of these officers around here decided that I'm still a child molester and that they were going to tell people that. What'd you call me?
Like I said, I don't talk to child molesters. Thank you.
You realize I was acquitted of all charges?
I'm gonna have you CTW. Don't do it. I'm gonna have you CTW.
I don't give a fuck. Go in there. One, it's illegal for you to go in there and solicit a trespass. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's not.
One, I was acquitted of all charges, dipshit.
You're a child molester.
I was acquitted of all charges,
You
dipshit.
tell everybody on your page that?
Everybody already fucking knows. I've talked about it. I've talked about it. You want to be the next famous one? You want to be the next famous one? You want to be the next famous one?
You want to tell everybody on your page that? Go ahead. No, they don't. No, they don't. And you're white supremacist.
All right, guys, let's dive straight into a case that shakes the ground beneath every idea of justice we claim to stand on. What you're about to witness isn't just misconduct. It's retaliation at its most vicious. Before we enter the chaos, we need the backstory that exposes the rot behind the badge. A man was accused of an unthinkable crime, thrown into a cell, and left to rot for 2 long, brutal years. But when the full evidence finally surfaced, it took a jury less than 15 minutes to destroy the accusations and clear his name. Yet even after being proven innocent, his nightmare didn't end. Instead, an officer named Hawk decided to rewrite reality, walking around town labeling him a monster. And this time, the retaliation was captured on camera.
Nah, I don't talk to you, man. Hey, you guys cool with CTWing this guy off your property? This guy right here, in the red shirt. Oh, now he's walking away.
Yeah, that's fine.
He come over, he was making a scene while I was sitting in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's the
talking
guy
about.
who was, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, he
Now he's standing on the sidewalk.
yeah.
Go ahead, Dr. Source.
What was he doing?
No, he come over. I told him, I said, don't say nothing to me. I said, you make a scene. He's got the video camera out saying also he's a child molester.
Yeah.
He got charged with child molestation.
Yeah, and got
He
released.
sat in jail.
Radio.
Yeah.
He's the one who got off the fire.
Yeah, Emerson.
Yeah.
So I told him now he's standing on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell if he comes back on the property, let me know.
Yeah.
I know y'all fixing to leave, but
Yeah.
and I'll see TW.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yes, sir. Always. You've been warned. You step foot on this property again, they're gonna CTW you. You make a scene. Do not make a scene.
Now watch how it unfolds. The man confronts Officer Hawk, reminding him of the acquittal, but Hawk fires back, calling him a child molester, as if the trial never happened. The officer shows zero hesitation, zero remorse, and zero respect for the truth. He even tries to provoke a trespassing order, pushing shop owners to ban the man from their property based on slander. You can hear the intensity rise as the officer doubles down, refusing to accept the verdict delivered by the very system he claims to enforce. This is not policing. This is a vendetta, pure and toxic. And the man recording knows exactly how dangerous these lies can be.
I'm telling you right now. You're on the sidewalk. Don't play with me. It's called an easement. I'm not an idiot. I know what an easement is. I know how the law works, dude.
Why don't you pull up the final disposition on my charges, dipshit? Why don't you pull up the final disposition on my charges, dipshit? A white supremacist? A white supremacist? Where the fuck did you get that from? Yeah, you're done. You're definitely done. You'll be the next one with a fucking complaint, and you'll be the 3rd Commerce Police Department out of here in 6 months. Is that right? Is that right?
As the argument escalates, Hawk begins throwing out threats, insults, and accusations with absolute confidence. He warns the man not to set foot on private property, even though the man is standing legally on a public easement. Every time the innocent man challenges him with facts, the officer fires back with profanity. trying to bait him into disorderly conduct. The desperation in Hawk's voice reveals everything. This isn't about law. It's about pride. And pride mixed with authority is a lethal combination. What we see here is an officer who believes he can reshape reality simply by saying it out loud.
Do you know anything about the case? Did you? They just charged you for no reason, right? Yeah, they charged me for no reason. Dipshit. That's why I don't. Is there a red dot on my house? Is there a red dot on my house, dipshit? Yeah, you're talking, dipshit. You're talking, dipshit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you curse and there's a juvenile out here, I'm taking you to jail. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's disorderly conduct. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 100%. 100%. 100%. We're all adults out here, unfortunately. It's not slander. Try again. No. No. No.
The confrontation becomes more unhinged as Hawk accuses the man of being a white supremacist out of thin air, grasping for anything that can smear his reputation. He threatens complaints, arrests, and even implies consequences if the man continues to talk. But the man stands firm, refusing to be silenced by fear. He reminds the officer again of the trial records, the dismissal, the complete lack of any red or sex offender status. Still, Hawk keeps pushing the same narrative, proving he cares nothing about truth. For him, intimidation is easier than admitting he is wrong.
Hey, sir. Hey, I'm really sorry to bother you at home, but and I only wanted to involve you because I know Gonzo's a little busy right now, and I really trust your input and your thoughts on this. What in the world, when in the world do I consider this guy, Mr. Ponytail Express, who's the child molester, when do I consider this disorderly conduct with him standing out on the sidewalk, cursing and screaming at me over here at ABC Pond? When do I, you know what I mean? Because I mean, he was originally out here cursing at me. I told him, I said, I am not talking to you. I said, I am not talking to a child molester. I'm not doing it. I don't want any part of it. Stay away from me. Go away. And he will not. I mean, I don't care about him standing out on the sidewalk. I really don't. It doesn't bother me. He can videotape me. I'm just running speed. It doesn't matter to me. But where do I draw the line?
Involved in a traffic stop, or you were just...
No, he was out on the corner and he saw me drive up and he screamed, "What's up, fuck stick?" And I'm like...
Later, the true mindset of this officer becomes clear when he calls another law enforcement member for advice. He describes a man using the same defamatory label, admitting you want to charge him with disorderly conduct just for speaking. He complains about being yelled at, complains about being filmed, and complains about being unable to silence a man he falsely branded. And then he reveals something shocking. He turned off his body camera during the entire confrontation. That single detail exposes everything. When officers turn off their cameras, it's never by accident. It's strategy. It's protection. It's concealment.
I said, leave me alone. I said, I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to child molesters. So
What you need to do is, if you're sitting there and he walks up, drive away.
yeah, I know. I'm just it, and I try, and you know, that crossed my mind. I just, at the same time, I shouldn't have to worry about where I'm sitting. You know, and again, I don't mind somebody out on the curb. He can stand there. It doesn't bother me. He can videotape me. He can wave at me. He can tell people to slow down. That doesn't bother me. It's the cursing. Where do I draw the line at the yelling and cursing? You know, and I don't want to make a scene, make a stink, because we're already involved enough with some shit. I'm not, you know, I don't want to make things worse whatsoever. So that's why I called you. I just wanted you to know that he's walking away now because he got bored. So
Yeah. Man, that's the easiest way to deal with him right there.
I mean, for whatever reason, he just yelled at me and said he's going to make a complaint. I don't know how he's going to make a complaint. I didn't do anything. I turned my body cam off for this whole thing, so y'all are going to see everything I said.
As the officer continues his call, he tries to justify why he refused to walk away, why he kept pushing, and why he insisted on calling the man a child molester even after knowing the charges were dismissed. He claims he shouldn't have to move his patrol car, claims he didn't want to escalate anything, yet every part of the footage shows him doing exactly that. His frustration spills over into excuses, talking about yelling, cursing, and filming, activities that are fully legal. His real problem wasn't the man's behavior. It was the man's existence. Someone he couldn't intimidate. Someone the courts had vindicated.
Good morning. Sorry
Morning.
about that.
No worries. How you
If I'd
doing?
known it was you, I'd have stopped my heart.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm all right.
So, have you had a chance to look at the body cam?
I have. It
Um,
doesn't look good.
it doesn't
We're
look
doing
good.
an investigation.
So, can you tell me if he went in there and said the same thing to them? Did he go in there and call me a child molester to them?
The video looks horrible,
Okay.
and we're doing an investigation. Go ahead and actually fill out the.
I got the forms. I'm going to fill those
Get
out.
them back to me, but like I said, I'm not waiting until I get the forms to start the investigation. That's already started.
Yes, sir. Here's my issue, and I want you and everybody else that sees this to know. I'm not anti-police. I'm not anti-cop. Bad policing landed me in jail for 2.5 years facing a life sentence for a crime I didn't commit. And bad policing also hid evidence of that crime until the trial. That's what got me acquitted after 15 minutes of jury deliberations. I'm not anti-police. I'm anti-bad policing. And I'm anti-guys that can't control their emotions. If you can't control your emotions, you shouldn't be out here. And they just went through training last year over the Emerson incident. And obviously it didn't stick for at least him. You know what I mean? A couple other officers, great job ignoring me. Perfect job ignoring me. That's what they're supposed to do. But, you know.
The following morning, the man meets with police leadership for answers. The supervisor tells him outright that the footage looks bad, very bad. In fact, it looks so damaging that an investigation is launched immediately. The man makes one thing perfectly clear. He is not anti-police. He is anti-bad policing. He spent 2.5 years locked up for a crime he didn't commit, and the officers involved had evidence that would have freed him sooner. He respects good officers, the ones who ignore provocations and follow the law. But Hawk's behavior exposes the exact type of policing that destroys innocent lives.
We definitely have an issue with this one. So
We're going to do the investigation, see if policy violations, whatever, occurred, and then we'll go from there.
But you know, if he said that inside the ABC pawn shop, said that to them, that's a whole different bag of issues.
Yes, sir.
That's defamation and slander. So
I understand.
yeah, I appreciate you getting on it, and I'll go ahead and get those put out. I might turn it back in this afternoon just so you have everything at your disposal, and you know, we'll talk about it when we talk about it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
You have a good one.
As the investigation unfolds, the department confirms what we already know. The officer crossed lines that cannot be crossed. Eventually, he is fired. But here's the real question. Is firing enough? Calling an innocent person a child molester is not a small mistake. It's a life-ending label, a target painted on someone's back. Even the worst criminals in prison know how serious that accusation is. This case proves why knowing your rights is not optional. It's survival. Officers like this thrive on fear and silence. So it's on all of us to expose them, challenge them, and demand accountability. Support the fight by sharing your thoughts, spreading awareness, and standing firm for real justice.